Canadian candy tier list. This is an interesting mix of candy. Some stuff here that I recognize for sure. I'm not sure which ones our American friends may not have seen, so that you'll have to let me know. It's not quite there. Okay. This stream has taken some wild turns. Absolutely. Absolutely. So we go from God tier to absolutely disgusting. Let's start here. We'll start with some nerds. They are like basically large clumps of sugar in a candy coating. You eat them. I used to take the box, like imagine this is a box of nerds, roughly this size, I mean a little thicker, and you just kind of pour them into your mouth. I like these a lot. I think for now they're gonna go into great. Adventure Rule says always start with the nerds. Am I right? God tier, Meg going God tier. I could see them going up here. We're gonna start here. I might bump them up later. Pop Rocks. Okay. Pop Rocks, I mean, it's a very interesting sensation for sure. You put them in your mouth, you get that popping sensation for the first time, and you're like, whoa, this is weird. And then you become a smarty pants and you're like, what if I dump the whole pack in my mouth and I drink a Coke on top of that? You chase it with the Coke and then it just like bursts all out of your mouth and it's a mess. You've ruined your shirt and your pants. They're a little unwieldy in that way, and the flavor is like, they're fine. I would say for the time being, better than nothing. Great taste, nerds deserve it. I respect that. We might move up on the tier list. Ooh, this is gonna be a hot take here. Werther's Original. You know, these have been collecting dust in your grandma's house for ages. They're still collecting dust in your grandma's house, right? No kid wants to eat these, but I do. Werther's, God tier. Don't at me. I think they're delicious. I think they have this great caramel flavor, and you put them in your mouth and you can savor that flavor for a while because it takes a while for the flavor to go in. I think they're delicious. Jets of Grandma confirmed. No, Ian, I just have good taste in candy. Just because I like Werther's and Kellogg's Raisin Bran does not make me a grandma, all right? I think it is ageist to think that old people are the only ones that like Werther's and Kellogg's Raisin Bran. Grandma has great taste. All right. Okay. Some other stuff here. Hubba Bubba. Here's an interesting test case, right? 6 feet of bubble gum in this pack. And it's like, wow, you're getting a ton of gum. And I used to think like Hubba Bubba was the best because you got a lot of gum. But the flavor of Hubba Bubba lasts for 2 seconds, and you can fly through a pack of Hubba Bubba so fast because of that. The value proposition on the Hubba Bubba is not great. The flavor is It's pretty good for blowing bubbles, though. I will give it that. This is gonna sit in the okay tier. Just okay. Nah, trash taste is D tier. I think, yeah, it is a subpar taste, but they do blow very good bubbles. I will say that. A Twitter mutual of ours just posted like 2 days ago about his love of Werther. See, I'm telling you, you don't have to wait another 50 years before you savor the Werther's flavor. I'm just saying. What else is on here that I can speak to? We've got gummy worms and sour gummy worms. So gummy worms, they're stringy. They have like sometimes like a little grease is not the right word, but they are very sweet, and I enjoy the experience of a good gummy candy. I think they're great. I don't think they're above the nerds though. Sour gummy worms are God tier. We'll get to that. Skittles. Taste the rainbow one of my personal favorite candies, even though I believe all Skittles taste the same. You can eat all of the red ones, the blue, the purple ones, the yellow ones. They're all the same flavor. Stop kidding yourselves. Nevertheless, they are a fantastic candy. They're going into epic tier. You were obsessed with Skittles as a kid. I think if this was sour Skittles, easy God tier. It's just regular Skittles though, so epic it is. And Ian was obsessed with Skittles as a kid. They're still great candy. Still great candy. I still have some zombie Skittles that Chris and Rachel from Double Jump sent me that never made it to Canada, but they're the real ones and they sent some over. Jet, we agree on something other than ketchup chips. My man. My man. Yeah. What else is on here? These gummy watermelon things. Hold on, I hit the wrong button. Hold on. Here we go. Gummy watermelons. The sour gummy watermelons. I mean, watermelon flavor it's all right. Sometimes it's really good in candy. In sour gummies, I think they're fine. Sometimes these can be a little stiff, I find, relative to other candies in the gummy space in particular. I think these are just okay. I think I'd put them above the Hubba Bubba. Watermelon sugar. All right. We've got, how about we take on some Twizzlers? This one. Licorice, I know can be an acquired taste, especially the black licorice, which is not on this list. Spoilers, it would go in the absolutely disgusting tier. But these are red licorice. These have a, I don't know if it's cherry or strawberry. They're all right. I think they're fine. I would probably put them somewhere in okay tier. Yeah, just okay. I would probably eat it. Yeah, I would definitely eat a Twizzlers more than a Hubba Bubba. I think Hubba Bubba is gonna get dropped. I think it's going down to better than nothing. And Pop Rocks Pop Rocks is on the bubble. Pop Rocks is on the bubble here. Licorice is kind of garbo. Are you talking red licorice or black licorice, Meg? Okay. Moving on. Are these? I think these are cinnamon hearts. I think they are. Okay, we're gonna assume these are cinnamon hearts. Valentine's Day special. Sometime they're definitely an acquired taste of just that sort of like that spicy sensation in your mouth. Especially you eat one. I think I can only eat a couple of these at a time, and sometimes you get. If you try and like throw a whole bunch in your mouth, it's a little much, and then your mouth kind of goes red. I like these. Every time it comes around, I think they're fine. Not the most practical candy. Like you don't want to just. It's not like in the middle of July and you're like, you know what? I want some cinnamon hearts. I'm gonna go okay. They're fine. Oh wait, I just realized. Sour Skittles. What a king, what a queen. You take this great candy called Skittles, you make them sour. Chef's kiss. Magnifique. Delicious. Don't eat too many of these in one sitting or it will completely eat the insides of your stomach. Don't do that. But for right now, Skittles, God tier, #1 for me at the moment. I'm gonna have to scan this list a little more to see if there's anything else I missed. Right now, that's my #1. Couple more here. I know I can't speak on all of these. Lifesavers, a classic candy, very old school in nature. Hard candy, different flavors. The O shape. I mean, it is kind of an interesting sensation when when you're sucking on them and then like a piece falls out and now it's a C shape and that whole sensation in your mouth. I was never a big fan of Lifesavers. I think that they are better than nothing, but I do like them more than Hubba Bubba and Pop Rocks, which makes me think Pop Rocks are going down to the No, I still wouldn't call them trash. I don't think Pop Rocks are bad. They're not great. Oh no. They might fall to trash soon. Ian says, I love hard candy lifesavers, but I don't care for the gummy ones. I think I would rather eat the gummy ones, but the gummy ones aren't great either. Okay. Warheads. These are basically branded Pop Rocks, though if memory serves me well, they are a bigger shape. Like that, hold on, let me Google what Warheads looks like. Oh, this might get weird. I'm gonna go and type this in to this. I should have just typed in Warheads Candy. Oh yes, it's the big rock. It's like, so Warheads, it's basically like a giant pop rock. And you still get the popping sensation. I think that if it came down to Pop Rocks versus Warheads, I'm gonna take the Warhead. The Pop Rocks, because there's so many of them and it has a high potential to get messy, versus a Warhead, you can just kind of pop it in your mouth, one thing, no mess, and then it's just the bubbling sensation. Still not my favorite. I think for that reason, Warheads is gonna be on the better than nothing tier, and Pop Rocks is gonna be trash. You're opposite with Warheads, where you preferred the gummies to the hard candy. Oh wait, I think I read that. Uh-oh, internet going a little shaky there. Sorry about that, guys. Couple more. These lollipop things, they're candy in a lollipop form. I don't really care for these at all. They're not gross. They're going in trash tier. Oh, they're probably going above Pop Rocks because they're a little more convenient to eat. How about Maynard's Swedish? We don't have Swedish fish here though. At least I haven't seen those. Oh, here we go. Here's a good one. Okay, so here's the thing, right? The toffees. Like, you might think, because we've got the Werthers top tier, and these toffees are like, yeah, they're just softer Werthers. Absolutely disgusting tier. Oh, grandma, you can keep those. Give me the Werthers. You can hold on to that top. This toffee's terrible. I can't stand it. The flavor of it's not great, and then they're insanely chewy. They get stuck on your teeth, and they're super annoying to try and fish out of your mouth as you're eating them. Nah. No, bad, trash tier. I hated seeing these in my Halloween bag. Oh, no. Okay, let's go the other way around. Sour Patch Kids. These are, they're gummy bears, but they're shaped a little differently. They got a lot of sour stuff on them, a little softer, a little bit of an easier, more pleasant eat as well. These are going in the epic tier. I think these are fantastic. Will probably, quite possibly, oh no, not they are up there as some of my favorite gummy candies. Adventure Rules. I've never seen the Warhead gummies, but you're intrigued. I haven't seen those either. And Ian says, oh, to live in a world with no Swedish fish. Yeah, we don't have Swedish fish out here. That's weird. Other gummy candy. Here we go. Sour gummy worms. I think it is easily the superior of the gummy worms. And I think it is so superior, it's going in God tier. It might go... I think it goes above the Werthers too. I think it goes above the Werthers. They are right up there with the sour Skittles. Clearly, I have a penchant for sour candy. A little bit of personal bias here, but I think that the sour gummy worms are great. What do Swedish fish taste like? Yeah, I don't know. I've heard of these. Off the top of my head, I can't say. Okay, we should do these because these peach rings appear here twice. And there's some other peach candy here that I think is better. These ones are okay. They're a little chewy. Maybe not my favorite peach flavor. I would say that these are on the bottom end of... they might be top trash. And the reason why is I think that Maynard's Fuzzy Peaches are a superior peach candy. I would put these at like top okay. I think they're better than the watermelons for sure. I wouldn't put them above the worms though. Currently made in Toronto. We have them in Canada. Oh, we haven't tried the Swedish fish, so I'm not gonna comment on those. Made in Toronto too. Jeez. Exposed. Hot Tamales is on here twice. I don't really like these. Another cinnamon, like I'd call these like I think they go in trash for me. I'd put them above like the candy lollipop thing, but not really for me. Couple more. Let's see. Fun. Oh, this is a fun one. Fun Dip. This is it's basically sugar, powdered sugar in a bag, and you have a candy stick, and you lick the candy stick to make it all sticky. You dip it in the Fun Dip, you pull that out, and then you lick the stick of the sugar. It's basically just straight up sugar. It's fun. It's very sweet. And the actual candy, the tongue depressor thing that you lick, it's not my favorite. It is kind of a fun experience, a little messy. I think I used to like these more when I was younger. I think these are going to be in the okay tier. I definitely like them more than the watermelon gummies. I wouldn't put them above the Fuzzy Peaches though. Too much licking. Okay, we'll do a couple more. The ones that I can like actually weigh in on. Mike and Ike's, not great. I just think they're like default candy. Not really for me. They're going in the trash tier. Airheads. I don't really have much experience with the Airhead. We'll say they're better than nothing, but I'll admit I have very limited experience with the Airheads. Curious one, right? Pez. Everybody knows Pez. I've seen them in stores all the time. I might have eaten a Pez candy once, and my recollection of it is it's just like a default candy. I'll put them in better than nothing for the time being, but I don't think anyone's buying Pez because they really like the candy that comes in Pez. You just like the dispenser with the head of the cartoon character or whatever on top. Starburst would be God tier. Oh, in God Burst or we Riot. Okay. Starburst. Very strong flavor, almost like a juicy sensation at times when you get a really good bite of those. They kind of get stuck in the teeth a little bit. I think they're okay. I think I like them about here. I mean, if there are Starburst around, like I never go out of my way for a Starburst, but it's Halloween and Starburst inevitably end up in your bag, or you buy the multi-pack of candy and the Starburst is in there. I'll eat them. It's fine. I'll enjoy them, but they're not candy that I'm like, yes, Starburst, And it seems like I might be in the minority here based on the reaction from the chat. I think they're fine. They're okay. They're okay. There's maybe 2 or 3 more of these I want to do. We're gonna go with the Tic Tacs. The supposed mints. These don't really work. I find that Tic Tacs don't really work at freshening your breath or even making your breath feel fresher. They're more like, all right, that's a mint candy in my mouth for 5 seconds and then it's gone, and you'll fly through this pack in like 10 minutes if you let it. I'm gonna use this as a stand-in for all Tic Tac flavors and not just the orange ones. The orange ones would be lower on the list. I think that Tic Tacs are going to be better than nothing. Actually, I'd put it over the Airheads. I would put there. Okay, they're high tier, better than nothing. Your son pops these things crazy. Yeah, it's easy. You're right. You take the container and you pop the top and then you just scarf them down. And then they melt in your mouth in like 30 seconds. And then you go again. And then 3 minutes later, the whole pack is gone. All right, a few more. Cola gummies. I like Coke, like cola flavored things. When we go and get Slurpees, the cola flavor is I stand for cream soda. When you get the 7-Eleven, you get the cream soda, easy. But my next favorite flavor is gonna be Coke. I kind of don't like the Coke, the cola flavor gummies. I just not a big fan of this flavor. I would take these. Oh man, I think they're trash tier, and I would put them there. I don't think they're absolutely disgusting, but I'm not a fan. Ooh, Steph says they're a solid good tier. Huh, okay. Yeah, I definitely have more experience with the gummy candy than some of the other toffees. Like Mentos, little experience. They're fine. They're fine. They are a better than nothing candy. I would put them above Lifesavers. One of my favorite candy stories is that anyone remember the song Big Me by the Foo Fighters that had the video where they posed with the Mentos the whole time? As it turns out, they stopped performing that song live because people were throwing Mentos at them as they were playing, and the Mentos hurt. So they stopped because they didn't want to get pelted with Mentos. And about 10 years later, Dave Grohl was like, you know what? I want to play the song again, and I bet that the audience has completely forgotten about the whole thing and they just didn't bring Mentos. And so they performed the song again, and wouldn't you know, they got pelted with Mentos again. And so they don't play that song anymore. All right. Maynard, I can't even tell what that one is. Is that a ring pop? Ring pops are not great. I'm going to put that in like a trash tier. That's going to go, yeah, around here. What a lovely story. Yeah, you got to be careful what you put. The kids, the people, that these videos, when you're on a platform, you never know what type of influence you would have on others. You know, you did this thing, you thought it was funny to parody this commercial, and now you're getting pelted. You've got bruises all over your body from getting Mentos whipped at you. All right, damn, your 7-year-old crying for ring pops. Oh man, I never got into it. I think the candy is like default candy, and I think just the idea of, like, I'm not a jewelry guy, and I didn't start really wearing jewelry till I got the wedding ring and the wet. Okay, side note. You guys probably notice I fiddle with this pen a lot, and this is what happens when you fiddle with a pen a lot. I have completely colored my hand up. I need to stop doing that. Oh, bad habit. Anyhow. Jolly Ranchers hard candy. These are very fruity flavor. Don't bite into a default Jolly Rancher. You will smash your teeth in. But I think that the flavor is great. I love the sensation of having those in your mouth and just the steady flow of Jolly Rancher juices. Man, that sounds really disgusting and gross, and ugh. It's an epic candy. I put it right behind the Sour Patch Kids. I can't have these consistently, but I do think that they are very good. And the last one I'm going to tackle from this row. Oh, no, there's two more. And then I might have to reshuffle this a little bit. Maynard's Swedish Berries. I don't think these exist in the States. At least my talks with Chris and Rachel, I don't think these exist. But another gummy candy, berry flavored. These ones very soft and they are a very pleasant eat. They are going in the great tier, just behind the gummy worm and ahead of the fuzzy peaches. Very good. They might seem a little default, but I don't know. I enjoy them. Heck yeah. And the last one, another one of Grandma's favorites, a 50s special, the Rockets, or if you live in the States, Smarties. These ones, they're the sort of puck shaped, so the sugar packed into the little puck. You pop it in your mouth, you bite them. I think that these have a reputation of being trash or absolutely disgusting tier on Halloween. Nobody wants these candies. I love you though, Rockets. I've always loved you. These are going I think they're god tier candy. Your dad is obsessed with Rockets. Nice. I love them. I've always loved them. Randy stands Rockets as well. Nice. Okay, let me look at this list. It feels a little weighted. Like the fact that this okay tier, the bottom half of this list is very weighted. Like, I don't know, maybe I'm just a little picky. This might just be the way that it turned out. Would I bump anything from shuffle this around at all? Like if I were to just like I wouldn't put these at great. I think that's gonna be my line. I can't, so everything above here, I think we're gonna leave it. So this is my candy tier list. Do you agree? Do you disagree? Let me know in the comments. And I said that last thing because I'm gonna clip that separate, put it on the YouTubes. But there it is, candy tier list. And also, I guess Pokemon Snap, we should go back to that. Yeah, there's probably one person in the chat just like, yo, when are we going back to they probably already left. If you were here like, yo, we need that hot Pokemon Snap they probably bailed out. It's okay. It's okay. Sometimes the conversation goes where it goes. You gotta be ready. You can't support the disrespect of Starbucks. I hear you on that. Your opinion is always welcome here, even if we disagree. If you ever come by our house for Halloween, I'll make sure you have extra Starburst.